So I'm in a dilemma. I want to keep the beard next year because I thought it'd be cool to look like, what's his name, Forrest Gump, while running all the marathons in all 50 states. But at the same time, a lot of people are saying the beard doesn't look that great. And I was thinking about it, like I look like I'm 45, 50 years old, right? But I'm 22 or about to turn 22, right? So like it's this balance between looking like a young YouTuber that no one really knows who I am, so they would just assume that I'm old. So over here, I want to look like this young YouTuber to gain people's support while also doing something with this beard because I've been growing it out for the past year, right? So this is one of those things where you have to kind of give up your pride and decide on each side, what are the pros, what are the cons, and whichever side has the most pros, you go with that. Well, over here, I would only want this beard for basically for one video. Because doing it for all the marathons, after a while, like it started getting sweaty and growing it for another year. There's a bunch of cons that go along with that. But the main thing that I want is an intro video, the one of Forrest Gump running through all the different parts of the US, right? That's all I want. And so then if that's like the only pro for this side, but there's a lot of cons. But over here, like I'm gonna be running these marathons for an entire year. I'm gonna have these photos for the rest of my life. What I want them to look like. I honestly, I want to look clean in them. The pros are much higher on this side than they are on this side, right? So I'm gonna have to put my pride down, even though I've grown this thing out for a year. I'm gonna take advantage of it, but I'm also not gonna let it ruin the plans that I have for myself. And so then that's one of those things where like, Alex Hormozy talks about this all the time. There's a point where you're successful enough that the decisions that you're making are not between right and wrong, but between like the better right answer. So distraction is not saying no to the things that don't matter. It's saying no to the things that are really enticing, but they would be a wrong use of your time, right? So like it's enticing to have this for the whole year. And these two concepts kind of relate, but not really. But in reality, it's asking too much to have this and like also do all these different marathons and then expect people to understand that I'm 22 and not some 45-year-old YouTuber. And also like from the sponsor perspective, from the new viewer perspective, it's just so much easier to gain people's attention if like you kind of fit the bill, I want to look like a marathon runner, not like some homeless guy, because that's what I feel like. That's what I look like. So, so I'm gonna have to shave this pretty soon here, but I'm gonna maximize the opportunity and recognize that the pros on this side outweigh the pros on this side, right? And the cons over here outweigh the cons on this side. This is the better choice, right? Even though I've been growing this for such a long time, and now that I've made this decision, I have to commit to it and decide, okay, after I record the videos or whatever, I'm done. Shave the beard, go all in on this side. And then I don't have to worry about any of the different potential things. Just cut ties with the idea and call it a day, right? One of the reasons why I wanted to keep it, I wanted to get on like Jimmy Fallon. And after running, a marathon in all 50 states, and like the week before I go on, right? Cut this into like a wig, except for a beard. Get it, send it to whoever needs to make it into that. Show up on the set and have it looking like I actually have a beard on it, even though I just shaved it, right? And then he's like, "So you got to tell us, is it real?" Or something like that. However it would come into conversation. I'm like, "No, it's actually fake." Or like, "Tell us about your beard." It's like, "Oh, it's actually fake." And then everyone's like, "Ha ha ha." And then I laugh at the crowd, ha ha ha. And I look back at him and I'm like, "Psych," and I rip it off. I just thought that would be one of the greatest videos ever. So who knows? I might still get on Jimmy Fallon, tell him that story, and then it might be as cool, or I might just, I don't really know. We'll see how it goes down the road. But if that's one of the only reasons why I wanted to keep this thing, who knows? I might not even get on Jimmy Fallon. So maybe I'll do that for the 200 country trip, save the idea for the future when I know that I'll definitely be on someone like Jimmy Fallon, and cut ties with the idea for now. Sunk cost fallacy applies right here. Just because you have a lot of time and effort into something doesn't mean you have to keep it. Do whatever's best for right now and the future, not based on the past. Whatever's going to help you moving forward, that's what matters most. Why not us?